Reproduction in animals. Let us take question and answers on this topic. Explain the importance of reproduction in organisms. There is a species and world is or the globe, or you can say our life is all about people, all about plants, all about animals, and when they have a lifetime, means they take birth and then they die. So to reproduce means reproduction is essential because we want the continuation of a species. For that, the reproduction becomes very important, and also the same type of or some sort of variation, but same kind of the organisms, plants, people, they regenerate, means they reproduce, or they because the world will only survive or it will go on when we have people, fresh people coming. Describe the process of fertilization in human being. First of all, let me tell you that in many parts of the world this word is treated as a stigma, but this is not. I encourage you that this is the most important thing in our life, because without reproduction nothing can happen. Your father, your mother, my father, they actually met so that we are here. So this is how we reproduce, this is how we are. The human beings are important. So sex, whether it's a physical contact, whether it's asexual relationship, everything is very important. So this is not a stigma. We should talk about this. We should talk about this at every level. May it be a child, may it be a older elderly person. So there is a sexual reproduction in human being. So male reproductive organ, they produce sperm, that is male gametes. Then we have female, they produce ova. So this is sperm, this is ova. Now the sperm is injected into the female body, and these sperm and ova, they combine to form the zygote, which is called the internal fertilization, because they do sex, and once they do sex, that means they are actually creating or they are reproducing. So this zygote begins to develop into an embryo which attaches to the female uterus wall. The embryo, then it multiplies into many cells. You know that when cell multiplies, it becomes tissue, tissue multiplies, it becomes organ, organ multiplies, or organ actually forms a body, which is a small baby called the fetus. Choose the most appropriate answer. Internal fertilization occurs in female body. A tadpole develops into adult frog by the process of metamorphosis. The number of nuclei present in a zygote is 1. These are the answers for you. We have to say true or false. Let us go and see whether they are true or false. Oviparous element gives birth to young ones. False. Each sperm is a single cell. It's true. External fertilization takes place in frog. True. A new human individual develops from a cell called gamete. False. Egg laid after fertilization is made up of single cell. It's true. Amoeba reproduces by budding. This is false. Fertilization is necessary even in asexual reproduction. No. Binary fission is a method of asexual reproduction. This is true. A zygote is formed as a result of fertilization. This is also true. An embryo is made up of single cell. This is false. Give the difference between a zygote and a fetus. So there is a difference between a zygote and fetus. What is the difference? Zygote is single cellular while the fetus is multicellular. This is the first difference. And in zygote, the well-defined body parts are absent, whereas in fetus the body parts can be easily identified. Define asexual reproduction. As I said earlier, that men, women, or the animal, means the male and female animal, they meet and they reproduce children. But this is not always the case. There are asexual reproduction also. So the two methods we'll talk about. Asexual method is the mode of reproduction in which only one parent reproduces the offspring. So it does not require the other partner. So in asexual reproduction, the offsprings produce they are exactly the photocopies of their parents, and it is generally observed by very small sized organism using this binary fission and budding. So fragmentation, these are few examples of asexual reproduction. Budding, so in this way the part of organisms starts bulging out. So something comes out, this is bulging out. Slowly it grows and develops into a separate individual. This is you can give an example of hydra and yeast. Binary fission, this happens like this. It's a type of asexual reproduction in which a single cell divides into two halves, and organisms that produce through binary fission, for example, are bacteria and amoeba, in which female reproductive organ is the embryo embedded. This is in the uterus. You might have heard about, and female also know that, because there is 5-day period of that is the menstruation period. This only happens when there is no combination of the ovum with the sperm. So the uterus lining is you can say liberated from the body, and that is how blood comes out, and uterus is cleaned. So this uterus is the place, if at all the sperm and ova combine, so the embryo will stick here, and then it grows to a wonderful thing which we know in the world, baby. What is metamorphosis? Give example. The transformation of larva into adult through drastic changes, means very fast changes, is called metamorphosis. So this is actually a biological process, and there are very sudden and abrupt changes in the body structure of the animal by the cell growth, very fast cell growth and differentiation. You will generally observe this in amphibians and insects like the frogs and the butterflies. Differentiate between internal fertilization and external fertilization. See, internal fertilization, male and female gametes fuse inside the body, while in external fertilization, fusion of male and female gametes takes place outside the body. And in the internal fertilization, less number of eggs are produced. Here, large number of eggs are produced. Internal fertilization is done by us, human being, cow, dog, and cat. External fertilization done by frog, fishes, etc. This is a crossword puzzle. For example, as you see here, this is fertilization. This is how you have to fill, and the process of fusion of gametes, like the type of fertilization in hen, the term used for bulging or bulges observed on the side of body of hydra. Eggs are planted here, means if you have something, see where they are planted. Sperms are produced in these male reproductive organs. For example, we have T, so you can fill it by testis. Another term for the fertilized egg, these animal lay eggs, the type of fusion in amoeba. Let us answer them. So this is the answer. First is the fertilization. Second, let us take the across one first. This is fertilization. This is internal. This is buds, the ovary, and then we have the down one, that is the testis, the zygote, the oviparous, and binary. This is all